Joey Greco, thank you for joining me on this episode of Cheaters. Allow me to present Brittany Kahn, a young woman who feels the need to have her girlfriend's questionable behavior scrutinized under a microscope. Wanting to put all uncertainties to rest, Brittany asks Cheaters to dive headfirst into the case.
Brittany Kahn, age 26, a bartender concerned that her girlfriend may be telling some sweet little lies.
When me and Mindy first got together, we would go out. We went out to eat a lot. We'd go to clubs and bars, and we just, at first we just hung out together a lot, and then things started getting a little bit more serious, and we moved in together. I love her a lot, and she loves me, and when we're together, you can tell that we care deeply for each other. She doesn't work right now, so I'm taking care of most of the bills and the car payments and the house payments, and she does most of the cooking and cleaning and takes care of the house as far as that's concerned. Lately here, she's been, when we go out to the bar, she'll look not only at females, but she'll look at the males also, and so that's just another thing that's got me, got my suspicions up. She's been looking at her watch a lot lately too, and she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have a car, she doesn't have many friends that I don't have. We have the same friends. And so I'm wondering, why is she looking at the watch all the time? Does she have to be somewhere? Does she have to call somebody? Does she have something she's got to do? If Mindy's cheating on me, I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen. I've given her everything that I could possibly give her, everything that I have, and I don't understand why she would cheat on me, but I don't know. I don't know what I'd
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Age 25, an unemployed woman who may be craving some extra attention from another individual. Investigation Day 5. Before getting underway with the case, Cheaters investigators call for an important meeting with complainant Kahn to discuss the benefits of hidden camera technology. Knowing that suspect Mindy Chatrell is unemployed and stays at their shared apartment all day, investigators get the green light for Brittany, and she installs the practical device inside the couple's residence. A few days of peace and quiet proves to be short-lived. After kissing Chatrell goodbye, Brittany takes off for work, but not before inspectors take notice of a suspicious-looking man walking across the parking lot. To the astonishment of Cheaters agents, the unknown man goes straight into suspect Chatrell's apartment. The hidden camera quickly affirms complainant Kahn's reservations about her girlfriend. The unknown companion hops up on the bed and makes himself right at home. Cheaters inspectors watch as the two answer the undisputed call of Mother Nature. After getting everything he wants from suspect Chatrell, the unknown male companion quickly gets dressed and bolts out the door. Exhausted, Cheaters closes the day's investigation to study the current data. Investigation Day 8. Cheaters investigators pin down the doting duo at a local grocery store while complainant Kahn is off at work. Suspect Chatrell is out and about with her male companion, who has now been identified as Paul Armstrong. The two are observed laughing and smiling as they toddle toward the supermarket. Once inside, the petting and continued admiration of each other distracts them from their task at hand. Suspect Chatrell and the boy Wonder return to her apartment. But one thing catches Cheaters' attention. They completely forgot to bring in the groceries. Apparently, the couple has something else on their minds. Suspect Chatrell goes straight for the bedroom and sets up a little light show. Companion Armstrong enters the room and immediately complies with her demands of pleasure. After a fleeting round in the sack, he puts his clothes back on and promptly leaves the apartment. Investigation Day 13. On this final day of investigation, Cheaters again waits at the apartment Brittany shares with suspect Chatrell. As if on cue, Companion Armstrong makes his presence known by cruising across the parking lot and straight into the suspect's apartment. The suspect will stop at nothing to get what she wants, as demonstrated in a recorded phone call. It's safe to say that Cheater's investigators have seen enough, and shortly, Brittany will be briefed on all the outlined details. After the break, the confrontation.
Now that all the explicit footage has been carefully reviewed, Cheaters approaches Brittany to tell her all about the affair. Tired of being in the dark, Brittany musters up some courage and remains vigilant in her quest for the truth.
Brittany, thanks for coming out tonight. I know the last couple of months have been very challenging. We do have some information that I think will really clear up the questions that you've got in your mind.
That's right.
Knowing that Mindy didn't have a job, we thought one of the most logical places to start would be where you live. That's when we had to place the hidden camera inside. And there you are, leaving for work. Before you even get in your car, we see an unknown gentleman skulk across the parking lot, goes into your apartment, and it's not long. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't take long before we get an idea what's going on. And it's like they don't even have any conversation. There's only one thing that she's got on her mind. On this day of the investigation, you can see they're in public now. They head into that grocery store. You know, when you look at this, I know how deceptive she's being. They go back to the apartment that you're paying for.
Oh my God.
On this day, the detectives again spot the same guy going back to your place. It's sickening. Would you like to confront Mindy?
Yeah, I would love to confront Mindy.
We know that this evening they're together. Yeah, it's Joey. What do you have? Yeah. They're in a park.
How romantic.
Okay. They're sitting down, making out on the bench for them. One of the detectives is going to come by and then lead us to them because it's complicated, but we're not far.
Let's go.
Okay, so let's get you done through there. There's a detective found this. The policeman walked in right down this path. You're going to lead us right to it. I'm going to lead you through it. Just watch the flashlight and we'll lead you through it. Alright, watch your step over here.
What? Going on?
Mindy, Joey Griffith with Cheater. Can you tell Brittany what you're doing with this guy? Oh, whoa, come on, guys.
Security.
Hey, come on. Yeah, this is Mindy's girlfriend.
You shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear anything from you. Don't.
You know what's going on. That's her girlfriend. Do you know what you're doing? What are you doing with her?
I've been seeing her.
How long have you been seeing her?
No, don't. You stop it. Shut
Do you know
up.
that she's living with Brittany?
I thought it was a roommate.
Oh, that's what she was telling you? It was her roommate?
She was my roommate, but she's...
Oh.
But she's what?
Oh.
She's 14 months?
Yeah, 14 months, Mindy. What the?
She's my... She's lover for the last 14 months.
Okay, believe.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
call. She's my lover for the last 14 months.
I can't believe it.
Well, I didn't want you to know because I've never been like that before.
Baby, I can't believe you were doing something like that.
Shut up.
I don't even know you. You just get out of my face.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Whoa. Come on. Hey, break it up.
Here. Come on, sir.
Brittany,
Whoa.
will you?
Shut up.
No, it ain't okay.
No, calm down. She needs hurt, okay? And she's coming right to you.
Alright. Relax, man. That's okay.
I didn't expect all that tonight, you know?
I'm sorry.
What the hell?
I didn't either.
You should have been truthful to me.
Yes, I
You should have been truthful to her.
But we've only been together 2 months.
Stay here. I don't want you to do anything. Alright? Do not move from the spot. Alright?
I'm sorry.
We just need to talk a little more.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry I lied to you.
Never
I
again.
should have.
Never again.
I know. I promise. I would never do that
So,
again.
Never again.
Do you want to continue a relationship with Brittany at all?
I want to continue a friendship with Brittany. Like I said, I've never been with a woman before, and in the last couple months I've been wanting a man.
You see,
You
don't know that.
okay, the only person you were thinking about was hedging your own bets and making sure you were taken care of. So you got Mindy taken care of. Mindy needs a man, you go get a mate.
No, you know what? Y'all deserve each other. Y'all have a good life together because I'm done. No, I'm done.
She needs to get the hell out of her life.
No, you need to shut up. Because it's not
Well,
your
you know what?
fault.
You may need to check yourself, okay? You may need to check yourself and see who you are, because you know what? Actually, you must not like women if you're with me, okay?
I did like her.
Well, now you don't.
Okay, but that was the first
Now
time.
you-
No.
Did that look like the girl that you were in love with?
No, but it looks like there's a lot of things I didn't see about her before. That's fine.
Light out of my face, man.
Maybe I think first. I think it was first. Go.
They deserve each other. They look like they have a great time together. They can have a good time together, but I'm not gonna be around. She's gone. She's out of there tonight.
You just need to calm
You need to come on.
No, you need to calm down.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Okay, but you need to
Thank you.
I'll get your shoes.
Wait a minute. Cameras, and I'm telling you again.
Oh, no.
Better get away from me. Stand back, man.
Coming up next, Cheaters revisits a previous case from its archives.
After the heated confrontation, Brittany displays a wide range of emotions, with anger undeniably at the forefront. Coming up shortly, Cheaters lets you in on how she copes with the arduous circumstance. But next, Cheaters presents Jake Diggs, previously caught on the show serenading a good pal of his longtime girlfriend. Jake comes to Cheaters with an open mind and gives his 2 cents on what is right and what is wrong.
Jake Diggs, age 49. Jake talks with Cheaters to give justification on why he behaved so poorly during his involvement in the Ava Lee case.
When the crew came up on me and I seen Ava, it was like, I don't believe this. I couldn't believe it. And then I was in a state of mind and said, well, what is really going on? I can't do nothing about this, you know.
Oh my God, there's your girlfriend.
What are you doing?
I'm coming after
So you
church.
been telling me you've been going to church. You heard me say right now. She's always a friend. She always supposed to
How
be a
you
friend.
doing today?
She don't have anything to do with it.
Bunny knew that Ava May had suspected me and her was dating, you know. as lovers, you know. And at that time, when Bunny met Abel, we were just friends, you know. Just friends, good friends. And Bunny said, hey man, you handle your business and your girlfriend. I said, wow.
You been telling me that she's your friend, and you telling her I'm your friend. So what is it?
It doesn't have to be any story. Just tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth. She just refused to believe me.
How you telling the truth?
How are you
we
telling
both be together.
See, what you feel like me and her is going together, and I'm trying to tell you that.
Okay, well she say y'all go together.
I just felt like Cheetah was out of line because Abel wanted to bust me with Bunny at church. And my heart goes out to the church, and I do ask the church to forgive me, and I have asked God to forgive me in that situation. And that was a terrible thing to me. I mean, it's not the way I roll. You know? I mean, I have a whole lot of respect for the church.
What is that? You just come to church and you drink a beer?
Yeah, you made me upset, so I had to get something to settle my nerve. You don't have to be irritated. It's me and you, best of friends.
Jake, best of friend. You don't have to be condescending to her.
So what's really happening, sir?
I'm gone.
You need to. I'm not gonna bother you. Don't get it, you go.
I'm not mad at you.
I ain't did you no wrong.
To Abel, I like to say, I'm very sorry. And I never meant for that to happen like that. And as you know, we were in our final days of our breakup. And so I think that's where Amy is a strong woman, and that she's not really just torn apart with this. And to Bunny, as baby girl, dad is still here.
For more information on these and other cases, log on to cheaters.com. After the heartbreaking confrontation, Brittany Kahn says she's experiencing several stages of a lengthy grief process. Brittany can't help but assume that she'll never find the girl of her dreams. Nevertheless, she proclaims that only cowards give up, and that one day, a beautiful young princess will hopefully come into her life. Brittany also offered an explanation about her choice of lifestyle. She said, God made the decision regarding my attraction to women. People just need to understand that as a lesbian, I do not have any choice concerning sexual preferences. So I cannot and will not ever be ashamed of who I am. For her part, Mindy Chitrell says that she will no longer entertain the idea of having intimate relations with other females. She claims it was merely a confusing stage in her life and did indeed learn a great deal from it. Mindy, however, failed to mention that she is sorry about hurting Brittany. She claims that her love for Paul Armstrong is authentic and that the two may one day pay a visit to the altar. Paul Armstrong was quite perturbed when contacted by Cheater's producers. He claims that Brittany was completely out of control during the confrontation. Paul says that getting attacked and thrown into the water by an angry girl was completely avoidable. He adamantly suggests that in the future, the security staff take a more attentive posture during a turbulent altercation. If you suspect infidelity in your relationship and would like Cheater's assistance, you may contact Cheaters by web at www.cheaters.com or by post to Cheaters, 4516 Lovers Lane, Suite 104, Dallas, Texas 75225, or by toll-free telephone at 1-800-CHEATERS. That's 1-800-243-2837. Investigative services are free with your cooperation if your case is one that qualifies for inclusion in an episode of Cheaters. All investigators who provide services for Cheaters are licensed in the respective state of their service. Warning, Cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
I know they're together right now, and they're at a lake.
I want him
cheaters?
Do you want this? You want this? You want it all over?
This is my stuff!
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like you're just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh, Jesus.
I asked her about his, and she said nothing's going on. Do you want to confront him?
Oh, yeah. Hey there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go, go.
Television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Hello, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cheaters. Meet Fallon Ryan, a reborn Christian concerned about her boyfriend's promise to refrain from any and all sexual activity. Needing to know the truth, Fallon comes to Cheaters to verify that he's remaining chaste until their wedding vows are exchanged.
Fallon Ryan, age 20, a student worried that her boyfriend may be refuting his pledge to remain celibate.
I met Ryan on a Sunday night at church. I'm not sure the exact date though. And the minute I laid eyes on him, I knew he's what I needed in my life. Before I met Ryan, I was, so they say, a partier. I drank and did many things I'm not proud to say I've done before. Since I found God, I'm not a partier anymore. I don't party, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do any of that. He usually pressures me to try to get to have sex or do anything sexual, but I always tell him no, and he usually respects me, but he will still bring it up and ask me. But lately, for about, I guess, the past 2 or 3 months, he hasn't pressured me or anything, and I find that a little odd because just how stuff was before in the past of him pressuring me. If I find out that Ryan is cheating on me, I'm going to be very devastated. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to act, but it's probably not going to be good. And I'm not going to give him a chance. And I'm not going to go back to him because by him cheating on me, that's going to lose my trust. And without trust, you don't have a relationship. And I won't have a relationship without trust.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Ryan Jeter, age 21. A salesman who may be deceiving his girlfriend while renouncing his sacred religious beliefs. Investigation Day 10. After 9 unrewarding days with nothing to report, Cheaters inspectors finally hunt down the suspect. PIs refocus their line of attack and set their sights on examining suspect Ryan Jeter's every move. He is observed leaving his place of employment just as darkness settles on the city. To everyone's surprise, suspect Jeter comes to rest at a local Baptist church. An unknown vehicle shows up out of the blue. Suspect Jeter immediately jumps out of his car as an unidentified female wastes no time in displaying her affection for the slick salesman. The two then decide that it's time to take their little party elsewhere. The pair gets out of the sports car and moseys inside a convenience store. Suspect Jeter seems to be setting aside his religious integrity. He teasingly pops the female companion's bra strap. All eyes are peeled as the sinning suspect backtracks to the church parking lot. Suspect Jeter's female companion promptly gets out of his car and proceeds to enter her own vehicle. The two church-going youngsters go their separate ways. Investigation Day 12. Cheaters cameras once again capture suspect Jeter leaving his workplace. The debonair salesman ends up at what appears to be a young lady's residence. Suspect Jeter slowly totters up the walkway, takes the unknown female by the hand, and the two depart in her SUV. The devilish duo pulls into a parking spot next to a suspicious-looking car at a local gas station. They appear to be making an exchange of some sort. Cheaters Cheater's agents pin down the lovers at a desolate parking lot just blocks from the service station. All suspicions come to light when the unknown female sparks up and then graciously passes it over to suspect Cheater. Being truthful does not seem to be this fellow's strong point, as determined in a recorded phone call. Investigation day 13. Once again, the suspect ends up at what appears to be yet another deserted parking lot. Suspect Cheater may have skipped several prayer meetings recently, but one very important prayer has presumably been answered. His female companion, now identified as Rachel Ochoa, rumbles into the parking lot. Cheater's investigators bring the inquiry to a complete halt after witnessing suspect Cheater and companion Ochoa doing the deed inside his hot rod. Complainant Ryan is immediately called to discuss the severity of her boyfriend's sexual escapades. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that Fallon's fears about her boyfriend are no longer an unproven postulation, Cheaters prepares a report that will undeniably make her question his devotion to their holy unification. Ready for the truth, Fallon admirably breaks through the chains of doubt to seek out a more suitable existence. Fallon, thanks for meeting us out here this evening.
Thank you.
The business that we have to take care of tonight has a potential to be unpleasant. Our investigators have come up with some information that we think might answer some of the questions that you have. Are you ready to take a look at that?
Yes.
As the investigation started, the detective picked up your boyfriend, this is Ryan. They followed him from his place of work until he arrived at the church, and after a while, another car pulls up. An unknown female was observed getting out of her car into his car. They head to a local gas station. Evidently, their relationship is familiar enough to the point where he feels the latitude to snap her bra. On this day of the investigation, he arrived at an unknown residence. They share a short kiss, and at that time, we were able to identify this person as the same woman he had met previously. They're observed arriving at another gas station. I'm not going to suggest that there's anything illegal going on. Ryan and his female companion drive off, and they were followed to this parking lot. We're unable to see too much at this particular point, but it's clear that someone is smoking inside the car. After some time, they head back to the residence and spend quite a bit of time getting friendly before she goes inside. On this day, Fallon, he was followed to a parking lot. The same female is seen driving up. She gets into his car, and Fallon, I think that picture pretty much tells you everything you need to know about what Ryan's been up to. Fallon, we know they're together right now, and they're at a lake. What would you like to do?
Confront him. I want him to know that I know, and what he's doing is wrong.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's get you over here. Yeah, it's Joey. We're inside right now. They're in the water now. They're swimming in the water. They're skinny dipping. We're right there. Go straight in. Go straight in. There they close. There they close. There they are right there. Okay.